We back. We're back. Good to be back.
Senhoras e senhores, senhoras e senhores, senhoras e senhores.
It's good to be back. We got to talk about a lot of very important things, very important stuff today because I've been seeing a lot of takes on the timeline. I've been seeing a lot of crazy takes on the timeline. Crazy, crazy takes. According to Foot Mercado, Manchester City are preparing and bid for an 81 million bid for Chelsea winger Pedro Neto. If we could get this off, we might be just become the best. We might just be the best selling club ever to walk this earth, like ever, ever to walk this earth. Cause ain't no way. Let's start it off with this video here, man. We're start off the live with this video. And we're gonna talk about it because I seen the ops, right? The ops definitely got like some type of connection with Newcastle, man. I'm gonna be honest, man. We gotta talk about it, man. I don't know what type of connection Newcastle and Arsenal have because when it comes to every other player, right? Newcastle wants every other team to pay an arm and a leg for their players. They want to force Liverpool to do 150 for Isak. Anthony Gordon gotta be like 80 million to go to Barcelona. Tonali's 100 mil for Tottenham, but Bruno Guimaraes they just give up for 75 mil pounds. I'm telling y'all, Newcastle and Arsenal are in cahoots, collusion. Some funny business is going on there because ain't no way. Ain't no way, ain't no way, ain't no way. It ain't no way, brother. How in the world did Arsenal get Bruno Guimaraes for 75 mil? Are you smoking that Krizak? It gotta be. It gotta be at this point. It gotta be at this point. Let's get into this video though. Why Arsenal want Bruno Guimaraes so badly? 75 mil, they got one of the best midfielders in the Prem. Ha. Ha.
Alrighty, everybody, and welcome back
Okay.
to the Archie Corbett football channel, where maybe, possibly, potentially, even probably, Bruno Guimaraes is joining Arsenal in the not too distant, but also maybe quite distant or not at all future. But for a figure of 60, hang on, no, wait, 75, 100 million pounds? Look, take your pick. It looks like Bruno Guimaraes is joining Arsenal, so why? Well, we'll be looking at all of that in this video, plus which of the current Arsenal squad would benefit so much from Bruno Guimaraes joining the club. So strap yourselves in. This is likely to be an incredibly convoluted and probably quite bumpy ride. So let's start with what makes Bruno Guimaraes and why that player in particular is maybe one of the best central midfield players in all of world football at the minute.
Okay.
Well, for starters, he's an elite passer in almost every phase of play. From
Yeah, we went over this.
areas, he's able to progress the ball 20, 30 yards directly into the forward line. And the key word...
And this right here is going to free up so much space for Declan Rice. As it could also now, like, he doesn't have to run with the ball and progress. He could just make runs in behind as well to help, you know, just string together attacks a lot more fluidly. Especially on transition. In transition, Arsenal is going to be deadly, man. If you have that ball and you lose that ball against Arsenal, don't let Bruno Guimaraes get a hold of the ball. I'm just going to say that now.
Describes Bruno Guimaraes' passing is intense. Every single action he takes on the ball has a purpose to it. And even with his unsuccessful passes, like these ones that I'm showing you now,
yeah, a risk taker.
These ambitious balls through the lines to try and play an attacking player in. And this is where we come to his final third passing, because from the outside at least, I think he sometimes gets a little bit misprofiled as more of a defensive midfielder who does his work from these deeper areas and moves it out that way. But it's his work in the final third that really sets him apart from a lot of similar midfielders in world football. He regularly plays these killer passes between the centre-backs and the full-backs for on-rushing wingers, or will combine for quick interplay around the box to create an opening.
Yeah.
So he has the technical passing skills of a number 10 doing his work in and around the box, but also the deep progressive skills of a cultured number 8. So he kind of has everything you want on ball from a midfielder.
Big up tier 1.
His numbers also back this up. He ranks in the top 10% of midfielders in Europe's top 5 leagues, so not just the Premier League, for deep progressions, for through ball passes, and for progressive passes. And he's also physical in duels as well. He ranks in the 94th percentile for defensive ground duels, 1 per 90.
He's a complete midfielder. He's a complete midfielder. He's a complete midfielder. And you let him go for 75 M's. Newcastle. Bro, does the Arsenal hierarchy have pictures, compromising pictures of your staff? You gotta let us know, man, because if they got pictures of y'all with the A minors, I would understand why you would want to sell Bruno for so cheap. Because what's going on, man? Did one of y'all get caught cheating on your wife?
It's off the tongue, doesn't it? And he's also great as a 1v1 defender, and his combination of his physicality and his tenacity in these kind of areas is a real plus point off the ball as well as on it. And lastly, he's a goal threat as well. He's got 28 goals across his last 4 seasons while being at Newcastle across all competitions. And last season, he was the joint top scorer out of midfielders in the Premier League. And his goal-scoring ability is an interesting one because it does come primarily from his movement around the box. He makes these sort of late runs into the area where cutbacks end up normally finding him. But also, once again, his tenacity, this time on the ball, allows him to pick up any loose
top box crash, and he has that instinct. He's just a baller, man. This is one of those guys you could just throw into the midfield and he'll find a way to work in any midfield, bro. I'm gonna be honest, man. If you want to play as a DM, you can play as a DM. If you want to play box to box as an 8, you can play box to box as an 8. If you even want to play him as a 10, I think with enough time he gets those qualities to play as your 10. He's one of those players that could play any position, Bruno Guimaraes. And that's why I don't get Newcastle. We're going to find out why you guys are underselling this guy.
He also has
why you're picking favorites.
Hit the bloody thing in his locker as well, which is always a bonus.
Goal threat.
So now we know what Bruno Guimaraes does well. So let's move on to how he can help Arsenal specifically. Because
Jickle, this guy's going to be 33 in 3 years? Really? He's going to be 33 in 3 years. Okay, maybe that's why he went for so cheap then. Okay, that makes some sense.
But how will he improve the
so he's 30 now
to go to that next level and get even better? Well, one of Arsenal's struggles last season on the ball was breaking down a low block. Having that injection of creativity through the middle and final thirds was something they didn't do particularly well at on the ball. Now,
right now, Arsenal is losing to Real Betis 3-1.
More often than not, hence they won the league. But it was rarely from open play. It was normally from set pieces, which we've all heard a lot about. Now, this is where Bruno Guimaraes can help massively. He was at the heart of so many big chances for Newcastle from both this middle third and final third, and his ability to work in these tight spaces or spot a pass into an attacking area will really benefit Mikel Arteta's side.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And again, often these passes won't necessarily come off, but it's this persistent ambition on the ball that was often lacking from Arsenal's midfield last season, particularly when passing out from deep, and it's actually quite a rare quality in a modern midfielder. Now, the next question we should ask is, where will he fit in to Arsenal's best starting 11? And in truth, this question actually feels a little bit misleading from me because I don't really believe in the idea of best 11s in football anymore. I think it's a slightly outdated idea because the amount of rotation that teams go through throughout a season due to the amount of games that are played, the amount that managers now change their lineups due to the opposition, due to availability,
yeah,
the amount of
games change a bit.
I don't really think many teams, if any, in world football have a definitive best 11. But look, let me know if I'm wrong.
Okay, I think you're wrong. Obviously, you're wrong. But I think the top teams, that's what they're striving for. They're striving to not have a best 11. I understand what you're trying to say, but come on, let's be honest. Real Madrid has a clear best 11. PSG, clear best 11. Clear best 11. Clear. Bayern Munich, clear best 11. Diaz on the left, Kane down the middle, Olise on the right, Musiala in the 10, and their midfielders, I forgot their name. You know where they have to be. So yes, there's teams with best 11s. It's just all of the biggest clubs in the world are striving to have just a squad two squads that can compete for that best 11 status, right? And Arsenal, I would say, is very close to having that right now. How they're building their squad, they're having a squad like, if you look at how Mascara fits into that defense, you would think he could be a starting center back for Arsenal. Same thing with Henkapi. Odegaard and Eze are interchangeable. Trossard, I know he's not there anymore, but Trossard and Martinelli are interchangeable. So, I can see where you're going with that, especially in the Prem. Especially when you look at prime Man City, how interchangeable those players were. But not every team is like that. Let's be honest, guys.
Oh, that might just be me. Anyway, enough of the slightly needless dad rant. Let's have a little look at actually how he'll...
That was dad rant too, bro. Sorry, bro.
The natural pairing would be to put him alongside Declan Rice. That would be the move to get the best out of both players. And on paper, they'd actually complement each other's skill sets.
To be fair, I don't think he should be the lone 6. In my opinion, I think Declan Rice should be the lone 6. He has the engine for it. He'll be up. He can clean up play. And you just run 2 8s with Odegaard and Bruno Guimaraes, and you have a hoop sesh damn near every game going on.
Absurdly well. Let's just quickly compare their heat maps from last season. This is Declan Rice's here. It's nice and expansive out into that left pocket there.
Yeah.
And it's in the area that Declan Rice likes to play. And now, let's show you Bruno's heat map. Let's just flip that, and yeah, he takes up space on the opposite side. So let's pair them both together like this, and sure, it's slight pop psychology, but in theory, they should partner up really well because they play on corresponding sides in the midfield. Therefore, they should work.
Number one, you need to understand that you don't have a motivation problem. You have a brain that only...
But beyond just both of their heat maps, let's take a closer look at the actual numbers. Now, this is Bruno Guimaraes' player radar, which, if you've not seen them before, it's
never seen this before. This looks amazing.
Numbers from last season on this very neat little graph. And as we can see, Bruno is on the higher end of the spectrum for all of these passing.
Progression via passes, pass accuracy, creation via passes, final product, and then I don't know what's total VAEP. I don't know what that is. Progression carries. He doesn't progress as much, but he can do it. And yeah, here you go, progression. He's very attacking minded.
Metrics on the right hand side of the graph, but beyond his ground jewels, his actual defensive contributions aren't quite at the same level.
Yeah, that's why he should be the 8. He can win the ball, but We all know that's Declan's strength.
carries at the top there also drops off. And what's that I hear you say? You'd like to see Declan Rice's player radar, and ideally on the same graph as Bruno's player radar, and hopefully it'll match up nicely, and both players will complement each other perfectly, and we'll have a lovely little comparison we can make. All right, sure. If you want it, I'll give you that.
We didn't really want it, but we didn't ask for it. But yeah.
Voila, here we go. Carries, aerial duels, defensive actions, all.
You think that Declan Rice would be like top of the top when it comes to defensive ground duels one, you know. I see him everywhere winning ground duels, but okay.
Areas that Declan Rice absolutely excels.
Yeah,
and if you just...
this is basically like Caicedo and Enzo midfield pairing, bro. Their midfield is actually gonna be disgusting, bro. This midfield is going to be disgusting. I'm pissed off, man.
Looking at it, there's not a plot point on this lovely looking little graph that's left wanting. Either one of Rice or Bruno, or sometimes both, often both, are excelling in each area.
Yeah.
I would be interested to see who the third member of this midfield would be, because as you can see here, I've got it set up where you've got a sole number 6.
Should put Eze.
Number 8, because that's how Arsenal play, and neither Bruno or Declan Rice, by trade, at least excel in that number 6 role. So where does that leave the rest of the midfielders? Well, what you could do is essentially have 2 6/8s and then have a more traditional number 10 in one of Martin Ødegaard.
That's what I thought it was going to be.
Natural pick.
Yeah, Eze. Like it would make a lot of sense to have Eze, and then if they could get the Junior, don't even want to say his full name. You know, the Brazilian guy that likes to dance for Real Madrid. Wow.
Play in that role. But then in a game that's slightly more expansive, Arsenal may well need to suffer a little bit off the ball, and therefore you would go back to having those 2 8s with a more traditional number 6 in one of probably Martin Zubimendi or maybe even Miles Lewis-Skelly. Because again, while they can both do it, Bruno and Declan Rice I'm talking about now, they both can play that number 6 role. It's not the area that gets the best out of either player if they were to play as a solo pivot. So honestly, we could well see the latter of those 2 midfield options being used a little bit more this season. That allows both Rice and Bruno to advance into these attacking areas and do their damage in the final third of the pitch, but also on their corresponding sides, like I showed you. But again, and I think it's especially poignant for Arsenal, I don't really think there is a best 11 going into next season. I think, injury permitting, both of these lads, in fact, all of those midfielders will likely play in and around 40 games next season. So I'm sure they'll just be happy to rotate in and out of these 3 midfield positions depending on the opposition and depending on availability. And the final question of this video, as promised, is which of the current Arsenal squad will Bruno Guimaraes get the best out? Which of this current crop of players should be frothing at the mouth at the idea of Bruno?
I think Declan Rice and the 10s. Either Eze or Ødegaard. I think they're going to be happy, especially Saka as well. Saka
maybe making them a bit of a better player. And in truth, everybody. Everyone in this team will benefit from Bruno joining. It's a world-class player joining a world-class team with the hope of winning lots of lovely trophies. Hooray! But I have narrowed it down to 3 specific players. So let me show you who they are. Well, first up, we've got, and it won't be a surprise to hear this, Declan Rice. Covers for Declan Rice's one main limitation. Like we said, his passing isn't the most expansive, and well, Bruno just puts a lovely big tick into that box. So Declan Rice shouldn't have to shoulder too much of the responsibility when playing out from the back, particularly when
and his passing is going to get better now because the teams aren't going to look to close down on Rice too much, and he's going to get more space, which means more time to, you know, spray those passes.
And now this is where it gets interesting, because the second player I really think will benefit if Bruno ends up joining is Bukayo Saka. Because one of Bruno's biggest passing strengths is his sheer range of ball playing. I'm just going to cycle through a compilation of Bruno getting the ball, barely looking up, before just absolutely rifling the thing a good 50 or 60 yards across the pitch to an on-rushing winger. And because he does this so quickly as well as accurately, it often leaves the opposition quite disorganised in their defensive shape.
But imagine.
They can't get across to double up the winger. So enter Bukayo Saka, who has suffered slightly as a result of constantly being doubled or tripled up by an opposition defence. He's so good in these areas still, but he's so much better when he's able to be 1v1 naturally. So Put Bruno in this side with these quick release balls out of the back, and you're likely to get Bukayo Saka, maybe your best player, in more 1v1 scenarios, which can only be a good thing for Arsenal. So again, another big tip.
Yep.
And the third player who should be thanking his lucky stars that Bruno G
Gyökeres
is joining Arsenal this summer is Mr. Victor Gyökeres.
Yep.
Because these quick direct balls that Bruno plays aren't exclusively just to the wide players.
To the striker.
Will try and play a quick ball in behind the
Yep.
defense when in transition.
So this is why I'm back on Newcastle's case, because you let them get the player that Lily unlocks the majority of their signings that they've been building towards for close to under market value.
Try and force the opposition further back by playing this kind of clipped pass over the top of them. Because often the makeup of Arsenal's midfield would mean that there's not many players that had the intention of playing these sort of passes over the top. They'd often try and play sideways or drive the ball forwards themselves. But again, put Bruno Guimaraes in that midfield, and you'd imagine with these passes being...
So he basically completes the Arsenal project. That's what I'm getting here. Bruno Guimaraes completes the Arsenal project.
Gyökeres should get a whole host more chances. Oh yeah, and there's also a certain Brazilian winger who's just come back from the World Cup, who absolutely loves to play alongside Bruno Guimaraes and lives for those balls in behind where he can attack the defence. Gabriel Martinelli. Like, it's going to be great.
Yeah.
Gabriel Martinelli, that's who do you think? I meant Gabriel Martinelli, obviously. But look, the signing's definitely not done yet, but it seems like it's getting to the point of being a little bit inevitable, was the way that The Athletic described it. So that's why I've done a video on it. It may not happen. The ACFC curse may strike again, and Bruno Guimaraes will not be an Arsenal player. But if he is, this is what he'll do for you. He'll give you so much progression in midfield. He'll be a real attacking threat as well. He'll be a goal threat. He can also take a mean corner as well. I'm pretty sure he scored directly from one last season. So he's kind of exactly what Arteta wants in a central midfielder. So you can understand why Arsenal want to shell out however much money on him. But that's it for this video. Arsenal fans, let us know your thoughts and feelings down in the comments below, please. Will he help you retain the Premier League title for the first time since the 1930s or something like that? Will he help you get that final jewel in the crown of a Champions League title this season? Again, thoughts and feelings down below. And Newcastle fans, my heart does go out to you. But hey, look, if you're able to bring in Angelo Stiller as his replacement, and I'm sure we do a video on that if it happens.
Angelo Stiller's a baller.
Unbelievable signing. He was linked to Real Madrid not only 12 months ago. So I know you don't really want to think about the replacement for your potential ex yet, but got a month to the season start, so you might have to start thinking about it. You can subscribe to the Adam Cleary football channel here. Don't worry, Dad's back soon. He'll be back next week. He's not my actual dad. You can get me across all the socials where you won't see my actual dad, but you might see more of me at Archcore. But I sometimes post fun things. I normally just doom scroll.
All right, yeah, okay, we get it. So yeah, basically, guys, Bruno Guimaraes, make sure you guys show love to Adam Cleary and Archie Corbett. He did a great job with his breakdown. Good job, Archie. But this signing is terrifying. This literally is the one person they needed to complete their system. The Arsenal system now has everything to be ticking on all cylinders, bro. Yes, they're gonna miss Saliba for the couple months he's gonna be out, but come on, man, they can survive without Saliba, bro. They can survive without Saliba. This is gonna be ridiculous now. You're gonna be seeing some amazing football from Arsenal now. I'm gonna be honest, guys. They're gonna be operating like a humongous club on the pitch. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. It's me, your boy. I'm out, man. What else we gonna do? What else we gonna do here? Turkish making a Dear Vinny.
you're finally locked in on an edit. Then you realize you don't even have the footage, you're out of credits, and you're not sure that you can actually use what you even download.
Let's go here first.
Hello there, guys.
It's
Welcome back.
Eunice, it's Eunice, it's Eunice. Yo, let me just get something to drink, guys. Let me just get some water, man. All right, I'm back. I'm back. Get me Morelia Chelsea, please. Well, we're gonna see. We're gonna watch Eunice's video about the outgoings at Chelsea.
Actions Talks Chelsea. I hope all of you are doing well today as we get into video number 2 of the day. If you didn't see video number 1 from earlier on, you guys know what to do. Right here in the top right hand corner, you'll see the card to the match review. For Chelsea 0, Juventus 1. You can go and overlook. If you can't see the card and you're on a device that doesn't allow you, then just go back to the previous video and hear what I've had to say on that game. I do want to follow up on that game, right? Guys, the reaction. This is coming from me. When it comes to the
Excuse me.
I'm grinning. Calm down. Anyone that understands football, even to a remote little bit, knows that pre-season, especially at this stage, doesn't mean squiddly do in terms of the result. Relax. It's all about the minutes. It's all about understanding the new manager. It's all about the system. It's all about understanding. It's all about reintroducing or introducing reintroducing players that have been absent or introducing new players that have just joined. All of this is going to be worked on in pre-season. It's a time for mistake, and it's a time for fitness, and it's a time for sharpness, and it's a time for understanding. Relax. The results don't mean a thing, right?
You can't hear clearly? My bad.
2014-15. You know, we ended that pre-season by losing 1-0 to Besiktas. What happened when we started the season? From day 1 until day 38, we won the league. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen. I don't think that will happen. But we lost to Besiktas 1-0. Can you imagine if social media was alive back then properly and I was there? Yeah, I was on YouTube. I was there. I remember. Yeah, Twitter didn't exist. No, the Twitter exists. Twitter did exist. Twitter did exist, but not in the way that we know X today. It's completely different format. Twitter back then used to be a thing where celebrities would come on just to give an update. Like, that's it. if you know, you know. But imagine if everything had been present back then and we'd lost 1-0 to Besiktas going into the season. Everyone would be like, oh my God, what? This is a joke. Like, relax.
Yeah.
When we get into the season, even the first 5 games of the league, that matters, don't get it twisted, but take it with a pinch of salt because the season is still very early, and at that point afterwards, you get to understand where things are going, and at that point, it gets serious. Now, we'll have 1 game a week,
now? Okay, good.
Thankfully, which means we don't have any excuse not to be fit or not to be sharp or not to, not to have loads of time to work on things. We'll have no excuse. So when we get into the season, we'll see. But right now, let Alonso work and let them do their mistakes and let them get fit and let them get sharp. Like I say in the video earlier on, Palestra, for example, and not just him, a lot of the other players, but Palestra, he was dying at the hour mark, dying. You could see, he was like, let them get on with it. The result doesn't mean a thing. It's pre-season. If you've taken part in any sort of pre-season, you know what pre-season is, right? Nothing to do with the results. So everyone, this is coming from me, relax.
I agree because a lot of our fans, Taiwan, like, they overreact, man, too quickly. And it's getting to the point where I don't know necessarily if these guys are trolling or if they're serious. I could tell when some of my friends are trolling, but to be fair, like, what he's saying is right, bro. It's like, bro, it's preseason. Let the manager get everything under wraps. Like, I'm seeing Chelsea fans on Twitter linking up with not United fans, with Real Madrid fans to slander Xavi. Like, bro, like, come on, man. Arsenal lose 3-1. They're shit, yo. Bro, it's preseason, bro. I'm gonna be honest, man. Like, if they lose their first couple of games at a bad pace, then I'll be like, yo, they really need Saliba. But I just don't see it. The squad they have now is too strong to just like, just because they're missing Saliba, they can't compete. Nah. Yes, Saliba means a lot to that team, but nah, man.
If we get into the season and it's all going left, believe me, you'll hear from me. But for now, I'm telling you, chill, it's fine, relax. Now, we need loads of outgoings. Clearly, if there's one thing to learn, this is another thing, pre-season's about learning. One thing to learn is that the mediocrity that we've had in our squad is exactly that, mediocre. Yeah, average at best. Yeah, not levels, not Chelsea level, not where we should be. And it signifies the errors of the last 4 years and where Bluco have taken us up until this point, where now it looks like they've woken up on the right side of the bed and they actually want to start running things properly, but it's not going to undo everything that we've seen for the last 4 years. So the process to start undoing means getting rid of all the deadwood. So in terms of outgoings, which everyone's screaming for, well, we know Chalobah's about to leave, and I've got an update for him later on. We know that there's been links with Badia Shil, for example, about to leave. Well, do you want to hear some more? Let's get into it. Crystal Palace have submitted a loan offer including an obligation to buy for Axel Disasi. The French defender remains Palace's priority target to replace Maxence Lacroix. As previously reported, negotiations between Crystal Palace and Chelsea are ongoing. A meeting also took place.
I know this makes you happy. Taiwan. We had to get Disasi out of here. Why? Because let's just be real, man. He's like, I've seen so much times on the counter for a guy with so much pace. I just think his defensive positioning and his defensive IQ is just not where it should be as a defender. I think this also has to do with confidence. He's lost a lot of confidence being at this club, but he's not Chelsea level. He's not Chelsea level, and you know what? We should make it a 2-for-1. Desassi and Badiashile, au revoir. I'll say it in French for him. I'll say it in French for him so they can understand me. Au revoir. Adios, pal. Guten Tag, buddy.
With the players' representatives, which is absolutely fantastic. Yeah? So there we are, Desassi.
Yes, Desassi's a bozo. Yep.
A loan with an obligation means it's selling the player. It's only in this sort of format for FFP purposes. That's it. It means that everyone can be happy, just like we did for Aston Villa with Garnacho going there. It means that they can register the buy next summer on their books, which means that they have time to make some money and all of that in order to see it through. It means for us, we can register the sell on next year's books, which means for next year, we're getting some extra money that will allow us an extra little window for us to add more cash to buy next summer as well. It's all I scratch your back, you scratch my back. That's it, right? And Crystal Palace, we've done business with them for Maxence Lacroix. There could be more business on the way with a certain midfielder, which I want to clarify, by the way. I seen the Diogo Costa thing got shunned to the side by Ben Jacobs, and no.
Monaco want Lavia, sell. And then here's the thing: I don't hate Lavia. I got a lot of love for Lavia. A lot of love for Lavia. Gonna be very honest, right? But, and this is a big butt. This is a big old fat Nigerian butt, right? What's the point of having Lavia on the team, day one, if he's only gonna play for 10% of the season? That's not good enough. Sell.
Was it the Athletic? Simon Johnson, if I'm not mistaken, right? Downplaying the whole thing. Yeah, cool, let them downplay the whole thing. Let them downplay, right? Like I've told you guys, I'm going to be completely transparent. What I hear, I tell you guys. I've heard that Chelsea are still going after a midfielder, a centre-back, and they want a goalkeeper. Let's see. Now, it makes sense for not making something public if you haven't got it across the line, or if you know you're not going to get it across the line, or if you're doubtful, right? There's been nothing advanced with Diogo Costa. As far as we know, and it's like I've said, what I've heard and what I've tried to dig is Alonso likes him, first contacts have been made, that's it. That doesn't mean, oh my God, Costa's coming. Like, no, we absolutely do need a Costa. In the same way that I believe a John Stones would have been really good for us, in the same way that we still apparently do want a central defender, if we're letting go of all these guys, which is the right thing to do. Pep Chavaria we're going to get to very shortly, don't worry. But we've got loads of outgoings. And the goalkeeper department does need an upgrade, let's be honest, does need. And it doesn't mean Penders is going to be shunned off, no. Penders needs to prove himself. He doesn't just get handed the number one spot, but let's be honest, Sanchez is not setting the levels. It's okay, but we know the mistakes, especially on the ball. Diogo Costa solves that. But there's been nothing advanced. Of course, Chelsea insiders are going to play it down. What are they going to tell you? Yeah, no, tell everyone we're in for him. When we're not. We're not yet. But the interest is there. So calm down. Everyone relax. And let's wait until the end of the window. And what we actually end up with. This is coming from the same place that told us at one point, if you remember, last May, not this one's gone, the one before that, João Pedro, no, there's nothing's really moved forward, nothing's going on, it was downplayed. A couple of weeks later, boom, he was a Chelsea player. So, chill, relax. Now, Disasi, with discussions with Crystal Palace, I also did mention...
J1, talk to me. Do you want Diogo Costa at the club? Because I want him. I want to see if we're on the same page. Do you want Diogo Costa at the club? Let me know. And if not, what's the goalkeeper you would want at the club?
That we still want a midfielder, right? And if Enzo goes, we'd get 2. Adam Wharton is on that list. And it's Crystal Palace. So we'll keep our eyes out for that one as well. Discussions between Chelsea and Palace have been very long. Let's just say that. Now, do you want more good news? Disasi could be heading out to Crystal Palace. Well, here's another defender. This one you're going to like. There is movement around Tosin. He has lots of interest. I thought he was kind of untouchable not too long ago.
Keep it coming. Keep it coming, man.
I'm surprised there's interest for him, I'll be honest.
Keep it
I'm
coming.
going to be straight up. How is there interest? I don't know. But listen, if anyone's got a packet of crisps to offer us for him, please give me the packet of crisps. He's yours. Straight up, he's yours. Have him. You can have him. No problem. Right? That should signal to you as well that the experience in terms of the old Unk has been covered by Henderson and by Welbeck. He's free to go. But even if he's free to go, I think that should signal as well that we are going to be in for a central defender at...
I would like Diego Costa or Carnicetti. I don't know who Carnicetti is, but we could check him out. We could check him out a little later in the stream. Get in there, mate. Tosin gone, mate. Yes, mate. Get in, mate. Poison the problem. Get out. Get out, Tosin.
At some point, although there's been no names, I ain't got a clue who. Right? I remember at one point there was a rumour of Zabani on a loan, but that went cold. So, I don't know. I ain't got a clue. But let's see, because we're letting go of a lot of defenders here, right? Unless we just stick with what? Fofana? Achiempong could be heading out at some point in this window. He's no way certain to stay. So let's see. There's loads of movement. But Tosin, yes, flipping.
I'll be so real. I'd rather keep Josh than keep Fofana. Facts.
Please, that would be incredible. So let me know your thoughts on that one. That's going to be
Facts.
Chalobah, Disasi, Badiashile and Tosin. A lot of central defenders gone. All we're left with, like I've said, Fofana, Achiempong. And then you've got Levi Colwell, Maxence Lacroix. That's basically it. You got Hato that can play as a centre-back in a back three. You got Reece James that can play as a centre-back on the right-hand side as a back three. And that's basically it. So let's see. Let me know your thoughts on the defenders looking like they're departing, and how relieved are you from a scale of 1 to 10? I'm going to get 11 from all of you. Let's get into the latest on Pep Chavaria. Chelsea are completing details of Pep Chavaria deal, then all done. Agreement almost closed with Rayo Vallecano after new bid exclusively revealed days ago. 19 million euros fixed fee, plus add-ons being clarified, then green light to travel. Pep Chavaria due in London as Chelsea finalised 19 million euro plus add-ons deal with Rayo, says Peter Rutzler. Trevor Chalobah agreement with Como for 30 million euros plus 6 million add-ons. Penders and Sanchez set to compete for number one shirt as it stands. Not pursuing Costa. Jorgensen likely to Strasbourg on loan. That's exactly what I was talking about. It's been downplayed. Cool. Let's give it some time and we'll see. But, when it comes to Pep Chavaria, this is going to unlock. You know, when we've seen that pre-season so far, there's been no back three. It's always been a back four. And not to say we're not playing a back four in the season. We are going to play a back four in the season. But when Pep Chavaria shows up, I guarantee Alonso is going to adjust things from time to time in the games that we've got yet to play to a back three. Another thing just popped into my mind, by the way. Why are we doing so much travelling? Can we, calm it down? Going from flipping, what was it, Australia, Hong Kong, going, back and forth, whatnot. You know what we need to do? We need to have one pre-season where we just stay at Cobham and don't move. That would be brilliant. Can we do that once, just once, yeah, please? Because all that travel doesn't help either with pre-season, so that's another factor. But hopefully when we're back in London, we're going to get a rhythm and we'll get ourselves moving. But what I wanted to say in terms of the pre-season games after Pep Chavaria shows up, you best believe Alonso's going to try at the back three. And we'll see it. And Pep Chavaria will be left wing back. And Palestra will be right wing back. Those two guys have been brought in for the flexibility of going to a back three when necessary. And there will be games where we will deploy that, and there will be games where we play a back four. I'm certain that we're going to be playing in both systems. And right now, I think Alonso is trying to drill into them the back four system. When Pep Chavarria shows up, we will start working on the back three, and then we'll go from there. And then we can start being a bit of a hybrid in games because we're on one game a week, and it will be based on the opponent that we play. So Pep Chavarria, fantastic. What I do want to say, though, check this out. Pep Chavarria said...
To be honest, bro, Sanchez needs to go. If we bring in a keeper that's better than him, like Acosta, I am fine. I'm fine with Sanchez leaving. I'm super fine with it. Give me a second, I gotta get something to drink. That was literally my first meal of the day, yo. We back. Pep Chavarria set to join Chelsea for around 19 mil.
To join Chelsea for around 19 million euro plus add-ons. If all goes to plan, Chavarria will formalise his move this week. Club's now in the process of finalising the move. 19 million euros is what? 16 million quid? What took so long? If it's remember, when was it? A couple of days ago, I said I don't believe it's that low. It can't be, because if it did, what was the hold up? What was the hold up? We heard 21. We heard the release clause, and the release clause.
You know what it is? I think the hold up is this has been completed for a while now, and we've already moved on to other deals, but we're letting this drag out so they have more time on the other deals to get them across the line. It's all chess. That's what I think.
Then we heard the release clause was 42, but now we're looking for something a little less. We're going to work in a compromise. Now it's been brought down to back to 21. Now it's gone even less to 16. What the? This is negotiations in reverse. This is backwards. So I ain't got a clue. I ain't got a clue, but it's a great deal. 16 million quid plus add-ons. Yeah, for Pep Chavarria, fantastic. 28 years old, and I think he'll do a good job, especially at his age and his position and his profile for wing back specifically. I'm expecting good things from him. But for 16 million quid, I didn't think it was going to be done for this, and it turns out it's been done for this, and I'm happy with that. Fantastic. I thought we are going to have to pay over the odds, but again, if we didn't have to do that from the very beginning, why did it take so long? Because that was the initial offer, wasn't it? I ain't got a clue. Anyway. I'm just glad it's getting finalised, and yeah, Alonso gets his man, because this wasn't Alonso buy. Again. So.
Nice.
Let me know your thoughts on Pep Chavarria and what you expect from him in the comment section below. To wrap up, Trevor Chalobah, check this out. Trevor Chalobah to undergo medical today ahead of joining Como from Chelsea. 27-year-old defender to sign 5-year contract through June 2031 on Thursday, after agreement reached with Chelsea to sign England international for £25 million plus £5 million or around there for around the £30 million package that includes add-ons. We also do have, earlier on, Trevor Chalobah arrives in Italy to complete his move to Como. Trev.
Yeah. I think you'll enjoy Como. Beautiful weather, good food. Could probably find a wife there. Yeah, man. Trev, enjoy that. Chavarria will give everything for the badge. He better. He has no choice to.
Enjoy it there, my man. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. And fly high, Trevor. Fly high. We will be watching. And I've got my Como shirt, right? I didn't bring it with me. It's in Dubai. But I've got my Como shirt and I will be watching, yeah? And I hope he smashes it. And if you want a Como shirt, you know what to do, yeah? as you says right here, okjersey.com. You can hit the
I'd
QR
rather
code
get a
right
Chelsea-
here. You can hit
Chelsea
the discount
shirt,
code.
mate.
Make sure you put that in for an extra 8% off. Go and get your Como shirt. I actually need to get the new one. I got last season's one with the fantastic lake look. I need to get the new one with the Revolut on there. Make sure you guys do the same, and we can all support Como as our Italian clubs because they wear blue as well. So we might as well forget Inter. Come on the Como. Fabregas as well. So yeah, they'll have our backing. They'll have our backing. But Chalobah, enjoy Italia, my man. Enjoy. I'm happy for him. I'm just happy for him. So yeah, he's having his medical. Let me know your thoughts down below on that one. We'll call it a day there. Let me know your thoughts. I'll be here tomorrow again for it'll be one video tomorrow. Maybe two, but the second will be very, very late. If there's going to be a second, I'm just warning you now, right? Because I've got plans here as well. Now I'm back for a little bit and I'm seeing everyone, and tomorrow I'm out. Except for the first thing in the day. So first thing in the day tomorrow, you'll be getting a video. We'll see the
I need us to do better with our back four. We have to do better with our back four. Talk to chat for a little bit. Chelsea has to do better with our back four if we're gonna go far in the Prem this season. You feel me, Taiwan? I don't know why my hair looks like it's boneless. I don't know what's going on with that. But I believe the back four is going to be saved for like teams that we should be winning against. The Brentfords, the Leeds, the Sunderlands, the Hull Cities, the Newcastles. And that's where we're going to have to be breaking on these teams like butter and a hot knife. Now, when it comes to the back three, the 3-5-2, I think or the 3-4-2-1. I think it's a 3-4-2-1. The 3-4-2-1. Well. I think we're gonna save that for the Man Uniteds, the Liverpools, the Cities, the Arsenals, Tottenhams. You know, teams that can hold the ball. This is why we need that CB and midfielder. Yeah, we should go in for Murillo. I think the players we should be going in for is Murillo and Adam Wharton. Because you can see now that we're letting our center backs go. We're letting our center backs leave, which is good. Because now go get me two quality center backs that can fight for positions. We can have two great center back partners. So we can have Colwell and Lacroix, and we can have Murillo and who else, whatever other niche center back is there up for grabs. And a goalkeeper, of course. Yes, a goalkeeper. We could sell Big Rob to an Italian team. Maybe not an Italian team, they always penny pinch. A French team. Sell Big Rob to a French team. Get some money from Big Rob. And, mate, what's going on with my hair, man? Mate! Whatever, mate. But yeah, we could sell Big Rob to one of those, you know, one of those weaker sides that will need him. You know, you want to sell Big Rob and send him somewhere where he's going to be appreciated. I'm all about that. Now tell me, Taiwan, where do you think we finished this season? Where do you think we finished this season? I think we're going to finish top three. Where do you think we should? You know what I'm saying? Where should we go? If this window ends well, we finish first or second. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait till the transfer market is over, and I'm gonna do like a projected lineup. Kobe's living great, man. Kobe's living great. He's living like a Don Dada, man. Wait, let me just Google when the season ends. When does the transfer market end? The Premier League transfer market. Okay, so it ends September 1st. So like late August, early September. That's where you're gonna be getting that from me. You're gonna be getting that ranking video from me around that time. But for the most part, we're gonna keep up our videos on the transfer scene. I also seen this earlier, right? That breaking Chelsea are interested in signing Arsenal midfielder Martin Zubimendi this summer. Xabi Alonso is reportedly a huge admirer of the Spanish international. Now, guys, I'm gonna be very honest, man. Very, very honest. I think he can come in and do a job. But I don't think he should be our priority. I don't think Zubi Doo should be our priority. I think he can definitely do a job. I don't want him to be our starter. I think he's great depth. Great depth. You know, could come in a big game, let's say the 60th minute. Let's say Enzo is not having his best performance because, you know, sometimes Enzo just, he's not as consistent. In big games, he shows up, yes, but sometimes, you know, he can be a little lackadaisical. I think we could bring in a Zubi Dubi Doo. We could bring in Zubi Zubs to keep the ball ticking, keep the ball moving. Would you take Martin Zubimendi at the club table? Talk to me. What do you think about Zubimendi as a signing? Do you rate him? I rate him. It's just I don't want him to be our starting center mid. For depth, he's great. Zubi Doo. Zubi Zoo. How are you? Fair enough, mate. But yeah, let me know what you think about that Zubimendi signing. Also, prayers goes up to this tragic event that happened today where lightning struck the field on a rainy day and a couple of midfielders in Thailand got injured very badly. I think someone may have lost their life, but man, personally, I think Alex Scott is a better fit. Okay, you know what? Let's watch some Alex Scott's videos. Let's watch Alex Scott. Let's watch Alex Scott. Because you have been telling me about Alex Scott, right? You have been telling me about Alex Scott, and I've brushed it off a little too long now.
Hey guys, I'm here to tell you about the world's best fight shorts, the Nogi Ghost. If you've ever owned a pair of our shorts, you know these things last forever. With the Ghost, of course, there are no outer pockets that toes or fingers can get caught in. The high-quality embroidered logos will never fade or come undone. They come in 6 different colors.
Okay, let's start the recording. And we are back. Alex Scott is a name that has been connected to Chelsea since the start of this season. He's a Premier League midfielder that a lot of, scouts, tacticians, tacticals on Twitter hold in high regard. My boy Taiwan in the chat here, he loves him some Alex Scott. So we're gonna see today what we think of his game. Of course, it's a highlight, so you got to take the highlights with a grain of salt. It's not going to show anything bad about his game. It's not really an all-action comp. But we're going to see what Alex Scott brings to Chelsea if he's to come. Like the video, comment down below, subscribe, and let me know. He's actually pushing himself for the Chelsea move. I mean, why wouldn't he, bro? We're the gargantuan, macho, sexy Blues, bro. Yeah. See, okay, so he got like a new nice. Okay, Brazilian Scott. I see you. This looks a lot better. It's a modern, it's ambidexterity, 65%, body strength, 65%. Bro got the FIFA stats, bro. Like, yo, this is crazy. Bro got the FIFA stats. 22 years old, he's right-footed. Current ability, they would see he's an 80 overall. Potential is an 86. Okay, mentality 80, pace 75, tackles, interceptions 80, technique 80. He's like a João Neves, Tom Biscoff, and a Lamine Camara. He's played at Guernsey Football Club, Bristol City, and Bournemouth. Now he's looking for a move to the great Chelsea, the world champs. He's a technical midfielder too. I like to hear that. You know, Xavi loves him his technical midfielder. You gotta get Xavi everything he needs. I don't want to leave no excuses for Xavi this season. I need him to get everything he needs to play his brand of football in the Prem. 40 appearances, 4 goals, 1 assist, 85% pass success, 1.7 tackles per game, and he gets an average rating of 6.886. Alex Scott. I do remember he scored against us, didn't he? That's a good goal. That's actually a really good goal. What the hell is that? Is that Tomato? Yeah? What's that? Oh, okay, because he's played against him. Yeah. Good ball from him. Also, Groupie. Great finish. Great finish from him. Alex Scott, good tackle. Wait, he can progress the ball? Okay. Okay, I know he had ball progression in this game. I know he could run with the ball. Nice. Oh my goodness. Wait, hold on. Hold on. He's a little silky with it. All in. Top it. Nice. Good passing. Good passing. I like to see this because he looks pretty press resistant, you know? He does look pretty press resistant. Nice try. Okay, so he has range on his passing. Good pass from him. Good block from him. Nice. Oh, he scored against Arsenal. Okay. Okay. Is he gonna strike it? Oh, he's just gonna set up the pass to Samani. Good block on Lewis Hall. midfielder too. Like he looks like a Spanish midfielder how he dribbles with the ball, like on the balls of his feet, low center of gravity, shifty, and very agile. Very agile. Nice. Ooh, step over, step. Oh my gosh, bro, you gotta chill, bro. Yo, he gotta chill, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I'm like what I'm seeing so far, man. Good ping out onto the wing. Pedro is gonna like playing with him. Esteval's gonna like playing with him. Jamie Ginn's gonna like playing with him. Yeah. Morgan Rogers when we're doing that back four. Yeah. see. I want to see how his link up plays look. You know, I want to see if he has like that type of. If he's technical enough to do the 1-2s. Like I want to see him do the 1-2s. The only problems I see is that his crosses have too much air. He does send the ball a little high, but he'll work on that with Javi. Him working with Javi, because he's still young. He's like, what, 23? Javi's going to help him in terms of the technical aspect of keeping his crosses from being too high. And he'll probably, like, get that out of his game. Yes. Yes. Nah, I like him. I like his game. I like Alex Scott's game. Now, I already did a video on Adam Morton. We know what Adam Morton's game. I think we all know what Adam Morton's game looked like. Yeah, I'm pretty sure all of us in here probably like checked out an Adam Morton comp. How y'all feeling about watching Adam Morton comp right now? How do y'all feel about watching Adam Morton comp? Let me check what's the news around Alex Scott. Let me check what's the news around Alex Scott. Alright, so this was sent out yesterday. Alex Scott's situation remains unchanged. Chelsea had an offer for the 22-year-old midfielder rejected in the middle of June because they are yet to return with an improved bid. Scott has 2 years left on his contract and so far has resisted Bournemouth's offer of an extension. Nevertheless, the club insists he's not for sale this summer, regardless of whether he accepts the deal or not. Yeah, Bournemouth fries in the bag, man. Bournemouth fries in the bag. All right, pal. Fries in the bag, man. Let's see what this says. Bruno Guimaraes, central midfield comparison radar. Distribution, considering the alternative, it would have been a better fit age-wise. Bruno's signing fits better for now. So this is what the Gooners think. The Gooners think that Alex Scott could have been really good for their midfield, playing alongside Declan. CannonStats.com. Turnovers. He's a little higher with the turnovers. Bruno's a red. Alex Scott's a blue. Defensive duels, they're pretty much the same. Progressive carries, Bruno's a little bit better. Final third entries, Bruno's better. Fields gained, Bruno's better. Passing, like all this side of the map, Bruno's better. Ball recoveries, he's better. So that he'll be a really good pairing with Caicedo, take some pressure off of what Caicedo has to do. He's really not bad with his pass efficiency. Looks like he's projected to be a really good midfielder in the next couple of years. Like the next 2 years, he's supposed to start hitting his prime and stuff. Not bad. That's not bad. Especially when he has these guys as options. I'm gonna be honest, Alex Scott could cook. Morgan Rogers, he's not rapid, but he's pretty fast. Esteval's not rapid, pretty fast. It's not about really catching up to these guys once they get the motor running. It's about, can you stay in front of them once they get the ball? JP is like the perfect striker for a Rogers and an Esteval, man. I still do think I really want Giddens to get the ball rolling as like a goal scoring winger and start to give. I want him to give Rogers a run for his money. I do believe Jamie Giddens has potential to be amazing for our club. We just got to give him the time because he's still young. Jamie Giddens is 22. He's 21. He's not even 22, bro. He's about to be 22 in 3 days. He's about to be 22 on Saturday. So you know, Jamie James is he's still a young player, still a young gun. I think we got to give him the time. This could be a really, really, really good player when he clicks. See what Turkish has to say about Vinny.
Dear Vinny, this ain't a love letter.
Oh,
More mano a mano. We seem to be at a crossroad, an impasse, you might call it.
okay.
Straight's not an option here. You don't get to run that contract down. Real don't want it. We don't want it. You're going to turn left again. Same road, same scenery, same scenes, same people. Hi, bye. Do they give a shit? No. Or are you going to come right? Decision is yours.
Acting like,
It's all yours, but before
Arsenal's
you make
on the
that
right.
decision,
Yo, Turkish, you're a little delusional thinking Arsenal is like the right turn, bro. Y'all are more like the left turn, okay? I'm gonna be honest. Like defensive football, set piece spammers, anti football, treating the ball like it's a bomb. Come on.
you don't
Enzo
want
needs
to
to
do
go.
what I think
He doesn't
you
want,
want to do.
you here anyway.
You don't get a second chance. Not here, no.
Enzo.
You come here, you get bigger. I'll say that with chest. You get greater.
Really?
Here you can be whatever you work hard to be. You know
Okay.
Thierry. One of the greatest. He done it here. Right here. That's where Thierry done it. Ozil came in, one of the biggest names, brands in world football. He got bigger. Just off of FA Cups, being at Arsenal, London, the culture, the club, the fans.
Did Ozil really get bigger off of Arsenal? Should have went Chelsea.
Sanchez still reminiscing about his time here. Jog on, mate. Talk about Manchester. Posting on Insta the other day, London, Arsenal. Aubameyang, he still FaceTimes troops. He still FaceTimes troops out of nowhere. He loves them. Pause, he loves him. Who loves you? Who can you FaceTime?
Oh my goodness, bro. You can
Real
FaceTime
fans,
me
they
if
don't
you
love
want.
you. They love the thought of you. That's what they're on.
FaceTime me, nigga.
You stay there, you say second fiddle, my friend, second fiddle. Are you happy being a Robin? Are you happy being a Tails? Chewbacca? If you sign that contract, you're Chewbacca.
Chewbacca's crazy. Chewbacca's crazy.
It's like a do not disturb setting for your mind, and it gets you focused in just 5 minutes. Using silent
Here could be Batman. And Solo, Sonic. Work hard, you can be what you want to be. Let's not forget Jose. You want to play for that man? When you score a goal like that, you celebrate and walk back. That's what he said, right? There is something wrong because in every stadium, a stadium where Vinicius plays, something always happens. Something along those lines. You want to play for that man? Play for him. The decision is yours. You come here, you get bigger, you get greater. If you don't, we still go back to back. We do what we need to do to get bigger and greater. You stay second fiddle. We'll see Mbappe in the Champions League next year. And we might see you if you step out of his shadow. But you have a chance to do that right now. Right now. You've done what you needed to do at Real. What, 2 Champions League, 3-4 La Ligas? What's left? What's left, brother?
Ballon d'Or,
London
man.
is calling. London is calling, and to be honest, I'm getting fed up that you're not answering the phone, so it's nearly time that we put it down. Never mind you. But people, you might be wondering what the hell is going on. Couple bombers, not the bombers we like. Bombers that swing a 50-50 48 hours ago to a 30-70. He's deleted all his posts too. In all honesty, after these bombers and seeing him delete all his posts, I feel like he's going to come out with some hoo-ha Real Madrid vid tomorrow on Instagram, prime time, midday, 100,000 likes in the first 30 seconds. It's going to go off. That's what I feel like's coming. But hey, I'm a sort of expect the worst, be surprised by the best type of guy, rather than expect the best and be bitterly disappointed. So yeah, we'll await. But the bombers, Ornstein, hand of Arsenal, you know that's...
I'm more of a prepare for the worst, expect the best. You know what I'm saying? That's me. My mindset is different.
Two of the main three that I look at for information. And not that you don't know already, but I'm going to read it. Ornstein said Real Madrid raised contract offer to Vinicius Jr. Proposal said to reflect the 26-year-old's importance to Real Madrid. Listen, Robin was important to Batman, Vinny. So that's up to you. You know, I get it. Decision time for Brazil international renewal, free agency next summer. The club want to avoid that, being Real Madrid, and we would appreciate avoiding that too, considering we want you right now. Or pursue Arsenal opportunity. Now, it's not all doom and gloom there. That's why the 50-50 has gone to 30-70 and not 10-90, because there's still a decision to be made. Why wouldn't he have said yes then? But at the same time, if a video comes out tomorrow midday-ish on his Instagram and it's a whole hoo-ha, then yeah, a yes was said at this meeting. And the Arsenal backed up Ornstein's comments by saying Real Madrid improved their offer to Vinny Jr. The player is very appreciative of the gesture and willingness. I am told it still does not exceed the package Arsenal have presented. Final decision still yet to be made, but player feels it was a positive meeting. I mean, if he feels like it's a positive meeting, then, you know, surely he's enticed at the very least. But at the same time, it all depends now. It all depends who's in his ear. It all depends on the people he's around, his camp,
Vinny, man.
as people are calling it.
Vinny, don't be weird, man. Just Vinny, do the right thing. Okay, Vinny, do the right thing. Who's gotten you out of the slums of Brazil? Who's been there for you while you bloomed from a underwhelming signing first season to a superstar, a Galactico, a true Galactico? Madrid, right? Who's watched you? Who's had your back while other clubs racially abuse you? Is it not Madrid? Which club have you created and built most of your legacy at? I'm pretty sure it's Madrid. Do the right thing, Vinny. Do the right thing. You like to play football, right? Right, Vinny? Play football at a place that respects and loves football. You don't need to play football with the guys that like to kick the ball on shins for the 15th corner of the game, who like to dive around the box for the 6th free kick of the game. Whistle again. Make that the 8th free kick of the game. Come on, Vinny. Do us a favor, man.
And it all depends on what he wants. Like I said, that man does need Robin. So yeah, maybe you want to be that guy. But all jokes aside, the ops have probably left their comments already. Ops, what are you going to do? Go back to your comment and edit it. If we don't get Vinny Jr., what are you going to do? That's all I want to know from the ops, because I know there's going to be a lot of saying, you believed it, you had no chance, all of this stuff. But I think it's fair to say we were definitely in for Vinicius Jr. I think we've actually tried here. That's my honest opinion. And remember, people, I don't care for free tickets. I don't care for free shirts. I speak my mind. My mind says it's up to Vinny. My mind says he stays. My mind will say he's stupid.
The delusion
And my
of
mind will say on to the
Arsenal
next
fans
one.
is mind blowing.
But
It is.
what are you going to do? Is ultimately my clap back to every
Really
single
is.
op out there that's going to try and bandwagon off potential news that Vinny is signing at Real Madrid. Or when he does, if he does, whatever happened, then jumping on the bandwagon. Make sure you follow up the ha-has and the he-he's and the whole European heritage. Make sure you follow up with what are you going to do this season? That's what I want to know. Bruno in the bag. I want an attacker. I'm going to be upset about that. But at the same time, we've tried to get the best one out there. We've tried to get the best one out there. And to be honest with you, we've had Real Madrid on the ropes. Oh, you're Real Madrid on the ropes FC. What are you? What are you? Ha ha, he. But what are you and
Real
what
Madrid
are you
on the
going to
ropes.
do? I love the ops, man. People, certain people say, don't react. It's not about reacting. We're engaging. Arsenal, love for the love. My people, my community, we built this ground up. But the ops also helped along the way. They was here for the pain, the tears, the rants, the Proton VPNs. QR code is right there, people. 50,000 servers, 115 countries available everywhere. Protect yourselves.
That was
Data
smooth.
privacy, security. Open up Netflix, open up Amazon, open up the World Wide Web. VPNs can do that and keep you safe. So why not, people? £2 per month. Go check it out using that QR code link in the description. But you got to engage with the ops too, man. It's part of the fun. Like, you see schmucks dancing on the table last season. That's because throughout the season, you get into silly little arguments. You draw silly little out of them. And then you go and end of the season, deliver. And we will deliver again in 10 months' time.
We'll see about that.
But I need us to get someone over the line in the attacking department. I'm not going to lie to you. I'll caveat this whole thing by saying that I will be upset if we don't get an attacker in at the very least, because Vinny was always unlikely. So hopefully we are or have been doing something else. This whole eggs in multiple baskets thing that apparently that Berta does. Hopefully that's the case with the attack right now, because we went for the unlikely one. We went for the golden nugget.
Yeah,
Vinny's not wingers. And
Vinny is a smart guy, man. You know what I mean? He knows his worth. He knows where he's supposed to be at. It's not about being his Robin. It's about being Batman and Superman. You understand? It's Naruto and Sasuke. Goku, Vegeta. It's standing on equal ground. Okay? That's what it is about. Why is Vinny leaving Mbappe, Diamante, Bellingham to play with shit like Blocker as Martinelli? Exactly. Come on, let's use our brain. Let's use our brain. LaCroix, James, Colwell, Xaviera, Enzo Fernandez, Rogers, Palmer. 7 out of 11 potential starters against Fulham missed the game today. It's not easy. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about the preseason game, guys. That's why I'm not worried. Breaking news, guys. Bruno Guimaraes has completed his medical at Arsenal ahead of the signing of the 4-year contract of the club. Mikel already spoke to Bruno today, excited to welcome him as Arteta wanted Guimaraes for years. Now he's joining. 7.75 million move to be announced soon. There it is. Wow. There it is. I think our attack next season will be one of the best. One of the best, if not the best. Tired of the ops, man. But talk to me, fellas. Sky Knight, Taiwan. Who do you think we have to get now? Now that we're completed the signings of our unks, and once the center backs are out, who do you think we have to get? Blue Coat better give me Scott and Murillo. Shit. Let's go to Foot Mob. Just do a quick lineup check. Let's do a quick lineup check. How do I do Foot Mob lineups again? Maybe Scalvini? Oh. Let's see. There it is. 3-4-1-2. So this is what I would like my Chelsea to look like at the start of this upcoming season, if possible. This is what I expect Chelsea to look like for the start of next season. Someone tell me who's stopping this? Who's stopping this team? Someone tell me who is stopping this team right here. Morgan Rogers, Lacroix, Colwell, Murillo, Xaviera, Palma, and Pedro. I think this is the perfect team to go win the Prem. This is a bad man team right here. This is a serious team, bro. Look at all the triangles we have. And then João Pedro could come in, he could drop deep, he could come here to form another triangle. And then Palmer makes a run or Rogers makes a run in behind. Left foot shot, goal. Right foot shot, goal. Or Palmer overlaps to get a cross, to get a pass in behind to... Oof. Palmer comes, swings across like this on this side and threw ball into João Pedro. And the same can be done with Morgan Rogers. Morgan Rogers swings by onto this side while Palmer cuts across the goal here. João Pedro, you're going to see a lot of actions like that this upcoming season. Palestra and Xaviera have pace for days and defending for days. Then we also could have Palmer and Amor. I know you have like a 3-4-3 at times. You're gonna have a 3-4-3 at times. Which João Pedro was held passing in behind the lines, and you're gonna have Palestra and Xaviera, or probably just one at a time. Palestra goes up top, and that could be it. And it could just turn into a 4 at the back. Serious. This is a serious team, bro. This is a serious team. What's stopping Chelsea from going invincible first season with this team? Not seriously. Seriously, what's stopping Chelsea from winning the league with this team? To Arsenal? Yeah, they got Bruno Guimaraes, that's cute. But I'm not worried about them. Their players are on their last legs. Declan Rice, his legs are gone. Saliba out for months. It's over. Your reign at the top was shorter than leprechauns, man. I'm gonna be honest. Enzo Fernandez should go, he's holding the team back. I don't even think Man United could stop this team. And I'm looking at Man United as low-key kind of favorites for this season. We will see though. Let's see how Modric's first game was like.
Who built this?
The new hire, Michael?
The analyst from Monday?
Yes.
Get him.
You must be the new analyst?
Yes, first day.
Here comes a change. Xabi Alonso pulls him from the game. Nicola Jessen will calm down.
Modric back.
For the entrance.
Number 43.
In the 82nd minute. The game's pace is dropping a lot with so many changes. Ends the English League on August 24th at Fams Ground, Bahrain. Match against Frosinone away for the first round of Serie A, broadcast on Sport TV of the BL. Still trying to reach the equalizer. Watch the pass.
Nice pass.
Lots of strength in this good end.
Nice pass
but
from Esteval, man.
A lot of 31 players, plus some who aren't there. Still a lot of people. Another interception, and the ball goes out for a throw-in. Tally, here he is. He is one of the few who still survives reaching. And Cello Still managing the interception. He still manages to make the pass. The pitch not helping the cross there.
Not bad, not
Had
bad.
acceleration. And
Mudrik's still a little
managing to cross,
rusty.
put the ball into the hands.
Mudrik's still a little rusty.
Opens to the left in the 68th minute by Eden Zagrov. Defeat in this preseason.
He's all right. No push shiesty right now. Mudrik looked all right for his comeback. He looked all right. If Rodri leaves, City has no chance. I agree. I agree. Painful sell Kappa tonight. Come on, guys. Relax, guys. Relax, guys. Saw you on Lewis's stream, was so happy. Yeah, I'm gonna start hopping on more panels now for this as the season starts.
If your workflow looks like 12
I'm
open
gonna start
tabs
a lot
and
more
3
solo streams that
subscriptions,
aren't watch along.
stop. This is Envato. Because I can generate cinematic videos.
Alright, well, after
He
this
was not
video, I'm gonna
officially a
watch it.
Chelsea player yet. He had never played a single competitive minute in English football, and most supporters watching Chelsea's first match under Xabi Alonso had probably never.
Yeah, this video's a little too long.
Dastan Satpaev is going to break the Premier League. Don't believe me? Take a look at this. Now wait, do you really want to see what this kid can do in the Premier League?
I don't know if you could break the Prem, man.
Want more? Because Kazakhstan isn't exactly a country famous for producing football superstars for decades.
Are we back?
That define Satpaev. He's already been clocked at speeds above 35 kilometers
Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? Let me know. Are we back? Are we back?
per hour, making him one of the quickest young forwards anywhere in Europe. And if you think he's only dominating weaker opposition, think again. Before arriving at Chelsea, Satpaev had already caused serious problems for Belgium during Kazakhstan's 2026 World Cup qualifying campaign, showing he can compete physically and mentally against elite international defenders. The scary part? He hasn't even turned 18 yet. Satpaev won't celebrate his 18th birthday until August, yet he has already achieved things most footballers only dream about. At just 17 years, 3 months and 14 days, he became one of the youngest goal scorers in Champions League history. Only Lamine Yamal and Ansu Fati reached that milestone at a younger age. Chelsea recognised his potential long before the rest of Europe. The club secured an agreement to sign him when he was only 16 years old. Since then, he's done exactly what elite strikers are supposed to do: score goals, break records, raise expectations. So, who exactly is Dastan Satpaev? Why were Chelsea prepared to pay a record fee for a teenager from Kazakhstan? And can he really live up to the enormous expectations surrounding him? Many scouts already believe he is one of the most exciting teenage strikers anywhere in world football.
Physically, the bloke looks massive.
Some have even compared his profile to a young Sergio Aguero. The similarities are easy to see. He isn't the tallest striker at around 1.75 meters, but he is explosive, incredibly strong for his age, fearless in 1-versus-1 situations, and technically far more advanced than most 17-year-olds.
Wow,
yes,
that's a
the
great
Kazakh
goal.
League is nowhere near Premier League level, but great talents reveal themselves long before they reach the biggest competitions. Satpaev made his professional debut at just 15 years old. By 17, he had already faced clubs like Real Real Madrid, Inter Milan, Sporting CP and Copenhagen in European competition, that experience is priceless. He's quick, powerful, confident, but perhaps the most impressive part of his game is how quickly he makes decisions. Everything happens in seconds. One touch, one movement, one finish, no hesitation. At an age when most teenagers are still learning the basics of senior football, Satpayev has already scored in the Champions League, represented his country at senior level, and earned a move to one of the biggest clubs in the Premier League.
I hope he does good. I hope he does good because I do like his game. Yeah, I like his game day once. I agree with you. I like his game. I hope he really does like kick on and he could like be one of those strikers that adds more variety to our attack. He's our future. Fair enough, yeah. Okay, so we play Milan this Saturday. HYDRAA. Against Strasbourg? What he did?
Full steam ahead for HYDRAA. Alvaro Garcia. HYDRAA continues his adventure. Nice step over as well. Buys himself a yard or two.
Not bad, not bad. What is him against Satpayev's team? Nice stuff out from Satpayev. That's him versus Crystal Palace.
3 players I think who started all 5 games so far.
HYDRAA!
What a special goal! On the cusp of half-time, Pep HYDRAA has scored the goal of his life.
Driven through the crowd and Rayo are level. And it's Pep HYDRAA who's got the goal. Well,
Cross comes in from Pep HYDRAA. There's a chance here for a late winner. They've done it again. It's Alamo who's got the goal.
Hi, I'm an AI. I can trade for you.
How?
I find the crate. I show you what and why. You say yes or no. I do the rest.
What do I need to start?
$20 in your account. That's what I trade with.
And my time.
When I find something, I come to you. You read it.
HYDRAA.
Defending by HYDRAA.
Nice.
Intercepted by Murphy on the Newcastle right. He heads for the line.
Come on, Pep.
HYDRAA. A little touch on. Oh, there's a major opportunity at the far post. HYDRAA got in the way.
I don't like that cross. I don't think that cross was that well. That could have been better. Nice block. Wait, time out. Isn't Julio and Cecil supposed to be coming to Chelsea now? Or is he doing another season at Strasbourg? Good job. Seems like his dribbling is pretty good. He's strong, which is very good. We're going to need him to be strong as a fullback. He's fast. Going forward, he can offer some good crossing and
competition as well.
He can strike the ball pretty well.
And you feel that they are one
now, I want to see what his link up is.
Μονομαχία τον βοηθά και ο Παλάσιος. Κλεισμένος ο Παλάσιος.
Better this from Rai Vallecano. 4 players inside the 6-yard box, too high.
Μπάλα και ανοίγει για τον Σπόραρ, κάνει κίνηση ο Παλάσιος, θέλει να τον βρει ο Σπόραρ με το τακτινάκι.
De club is dit Rayo Vallecano uit Spanje tegen de club van Madrid. Wordt hier de kamer op de achtste plak.
Jagiellonian just now coming alive and causing problems. Wanted to make.
Nice. Are we back? Stream stopped? It did? We should be back, bro. Yeah, my apologies, y'all. My apologies, y'all. But like, what I was trying to say is like, HYDRAA, I'm probably gonna end stream after this video, but HYDRAA has like, he can really help out the team with a counter press, right? So let's say we lose the ball in the final third, right? That press that will come after that